Hello, hello, Mystic GLoLady here. It has been too long since I have done any divination readings. It's been a year and a half that I have taken a hiatus in order to finish my civil rights lawsuit that's now in the Supreme Court, and I've also started going back and seeking higher education. So I've been up to a whole lot of things, and I hope that you have been creating as well. My Patreon GLoLady site is up and almost ready to run. I have my inspirational wallet size photos for download, and also my healthy hippie hemp oil blends and other essential oil blends, as well as tools of the trade. There's lots of different support levels, so I hope to see you on my site, GLoLady, on Patreon. I'll put a link below. And now, on to your reading. Hello, Scorpio. This is your tarot reading for June 2017. How have you been doing, Scorpio? I know you don't like to express it. You would prefer to stay in yourself. But speaking of self, in the first house of self, you have the Five of Wands, the strife. Why are you holding yourself in? Why are you holding yourself in, Scorpio? But is that so unusual? In your second house of finances, you have the Judgment, the partnership. In the second house of finances and possessions, what is coming up for you this month, Scorpio? In the third house, you have the Ace of Pentacles, the third house of communications. Communications, short distance travel. Is there some new beginnings coming in? Now, in the fourth house, you have the Seven of Pentacles, the success unfulfilled. What are you trying to build a new home in? There isn't enough of money. In the fifth house, you have the Queen of Wands, the fifth house of fun, creativity, sex, children, rock and roll. Queen of Wands, it looks like you're going to be going out there and shaking it, and that will probably make you feel a whole lot better than what is going down on the home front. And there again, don't be going out and having too much fun, and that's what the problem lies on the home front. In the sixth house of work, health, service, you have the sun shining down upon. And then in our seventh house, in your seventh house, you have the Star card, the Wish card, the partnerships. Is that what it is? Is you are pining for a partnership because your home feels empty? Well, Venus is in there the 7th, and it's going to be in there all month, and you have Mercury that is there until the 7th. So, talking about relationships, what kind of relationship do you want? And hopefully you will not settle for any relationship, because when we do that, when we find someone who's Mr. Right Now or Ms. Right Now, that doesn't mean that it is not a karmic lesson in which to learn. Okay, so be aware of. In the ninth house. Oh, did I talk about the eighth house? Am I getting ahead of myself? I'm sorry about that, because in the eighth house, there is some promises of support from other people. So with the sun there shining down upon your eighth house at the beginning of the month, with the new moon that is coming up on the 23rd, Mercury's there on the 7th, and we have the Mars there at the beginning until the 5th. So when we are looking at what is going on, there are some new beginnings using other people's money. So when they are offering, make sure that you know exactly what the fine details are included, because don't bet your house on it. All right, that's what I am hearing. Even though money looks well and good, don't bet your house on it. In the ninth house of higher education, long distance travels, you have the Ace of Wands. And yes, that is my puppies making the racket that you hear as I'm doing these readings. The Ace of Wands, the new beginnings. What are you doing? Do you have an opportunity to go back to school? Are you considering going back to school to become a nurse or a teacher or something else that is needed out there in the world? Because in your career house, you have the Ten of Swords, the ruin. Does that mean that there is new things coming that you are going to learn and use what you learn to transform society? That would be coming out of your shell. Coming out of your shell. And it's like, I'm thinking, it's like, well, it's a shell, but it's more like a deep, dark place. I mean, you're there, you're out there, but you still hold high values. You still have intuition. You still, you read vibes. And it's interesting because people don't quite understand the reading of energy, the feeling of energy in people that surround you. So let's keep going, because we will find out with some more pieces to the puzzle of exactly what is going on in the month of June, Scorpio. In the 11th house of friends and associates, hopes and wishes, you have the Nine of Wands, the great strength, the strength that you get from your friends. But please don't let your friends pee you off. Oh yeah, because that tail of yours does sting. Now, as we come into the last piece of the puzzle for the month of June, you have the Hierophant. And the Hierophant is, let me think about this. And that's towards the end of the month, all right? In the 12th house, it's your skeleton closet. And contemplating upon what all is in your skeleton closet. And if we're going to come back down to yourself and having some issues dealing with yourself and on the home front and on the career, well, what are you planning on changing? Because the only thing that you can change is you. It makes it simple, because it's very hard to change others unless we plan to control. And what good is control? Although I do like to control my dogs. They know I love them, and they know that there's reasons why I tell them that they can do certain things and they can't do certain things. I tell them they cannot go out front because there's too many cars that go by, and the chances of the possibility of them coming to an unfortunate incident, I don't allow them to go out front. They have to stay in back. They have to stay where there's a yard that they can run and play, but I can't trust them. So does that mean that they are like children? That we have to train our children well, and we have to look at how we were trained, and were we trained in the correct way? Were we trained that we don't go and play in traffic? unless there is none. Alrighty, let's take a look at this whole spread. So, beginning of the month is challenges with you. Challenge with you. Are you doing the correct career, or do you need to do something else? You do love people, and you do get strength from people. But is your career really, really what you had wanted to do? Because you need to help others. We all need to help others in order to make the world a better place. So the first month in June, or first month in June, the first week in June, all right. Look at yourself, look at your home, look at your career, and what is your wish? What is it that you really, really want to do? Who is it that you really want to be? Where is it that you really want to live? And does the person beside you share that dream? In the middle of the month, things are coming together. Is this partnership, where is this partnership going? After the first, the first week you're going to be questioning, and then the second week it's like those of you who are looking for partners, those of you who are in relationships, it looks very good for having and working upon a good one. All right, this person has money to bring in, and not just money, because I say wealth is not monetary. So the person is grounded, okay, has things that you desire. How's that? And not possessions per se, but the person themselves. Okay, the person themselves, even if they didn't have a dime, would still be a good one. A good one for a good time. So, end of the month looks fantastic. End of the month, end of June looks great. And don't be surprised if you do not make plans and go to a retreat of some sort, to a vacation of some sort, and I'm hearing even honeymoon of some sort. So there could be some of you who possibly are getting married around the middle of the month, and that could be the questioning of, and you questioning of, is this person really the right person for me? And that's something that you need to look at, especially if you're getting married. You know, that's very important. Are you compatible with the other person? What are the other person's quirks and idiosyncrasies? And can you put up with them? And same goes vice versa. Because not everyone is totally 100% problem free. Okay? Somewhere along the line, we all have our, as I say, quirks that tend to bug others. Okay? So when we are looking at others, just remember you have some that can bug others too. Those of you who are not in relationships or partnerships, be open to one coming in. But remember, if you are not whole yourself, two halves do not make a whole. So get yourself in a perspective of, and look for a person to complement you. Become whole in yourself in order to have a healthy relationship. Because I'm hearing, I'm feeling, I'm seeing that there's some relationships that's going to be happening in the month of June, and it looks like it is going to be for the better. So the first week, get out of yourself, stop focusing on what is wrong, and start concentrating on what is right, because there's really good things coming for you in the month of June. All right, don't give up hope. Don't, give up faith, because there is someone coming, and it's being open, someone coming, or the relationship is getting on firmer ground. And why not take that vacation? Why not take that second honeymoon? Why not escape, the two of you? Yeah, I'm not saying go out and find somebody just to go and do, okay? Because, well, there again, that might be fun too. Oh, Scorpio, it looks like an exciting one, so hold on to your seat. Watch your fingers, because sometimes they press the off button when you are excited about what's going on. Because you got a lot of stuff going on, Scorpio, and it is looking all good. So I look forward to see you in July. Be good, and I will see you. Love you. Bye.